Kyle Shanahan. We're not here to dump on him, but we would like to at least point out that it seems like Niner fans are starting to do that a whole lot more than they used to in the past. It used to be you couldn't really criticize Kyle Shanahan for 4 years. 4
Yeah.
years. But now he loses one game this year and the gloves are off, and 2 in a row, and Niner fans are over it. Are you surprised? Are you amused? What do you think?
No, it's this whole thing has been set up for being set up by the fact that they made a move for his quarterback finally, and
so we think.
Right, and I've been very critical of Shanahan for years, and I've been getting on Twitter and stuff like that, and articles and been ripped for what I've been saying, and we're seeing it all play out in front of the 49ers. Think about this for a second. I mean, I saw this yesterday, and it makes a ton of sense. The guy out in Chicago has a better winning record than Shanahan does, and he's the guy that everybody wants to fire.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Shanahan's out here just, if his name was Kyle Fitzgerald, this is a completely different conversation.
Absolutely. And I think Niner fans are starting to get that. And they're like, they trusted him the first 3 years because he inherited a mess. He did good in Atlanta, and his name is Shanahan. And Mike Shanahan won the last Super Bowl here. And it felt good after those years of having freaking Chip Kelly and his rinky-dink college offense, and, Mike Singletary and like the Chicago Bears years of like at least embracing your history. It felt right. And man, now it's like, dude, is this guy just not a head coach? Is he just like good is he a play caller or play designer, but just not, has he been? I think a lot of people are starting to ask the questions that we've been asking for years. And, he could win a lot of games this year and answer those questions. But right now, he's looking shaky. And I think the shakiest thing about him is his offense. We have all these questions about his leadership because I don't think he's a leader. But, dude, what's your offense? Where is the offense? And, when we were back at you're at the PD now. When I was at the PD, we used to talk about the fact that he has a good offense like one every 4 years. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly right. He's been in the league 13 years now. He's only had his offenses have scored in the top half of the league. I'm not even that's not even a big mark. Top half, 4 times, and it's I don't understand. I think here's where all the positive stuff with Shanahan comes from. Other than he's got, not only does he have the Shanahan last name, but think about how many people that are commentators around the NFL played for his dad. So they have so it goes beyond that. So like the guy that did the game on Sunday, I think it was Schlereth, right? I think the color guy. So of course, that guy won 2 Super Bowls with Kyle's dad. So everything about Shanahan to him is football royalty,
because he won a Super Bowl with Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, and same thing with
Kyle. Yeah,
and he's not on. He doesn't. He's had questions about the quarterback, why he's not starting Lance, but he's more
Kyle.
No, not at all.
No.
And it's there's plenty of things to call him out for. There's certain things that I'll defend him on, but there's a lot of things to call him out for sure.
So here's the way I look at it. The hot seat conversation. It's interesting because, like, what the hell is a hot seat? And there is no definition. But it seems to me that the heat, if there is such a thing, is generated by the fans. It's the pressure is coming from the fans, the heat. And we'll see what happens. Right now, it's surprisingly hot. It's lukewarm, but it's surprisingly hot for a guy who was 2-2. I mean, he's 2-2 right now. He is 31-37, but he's still 2-2. He could be 3-2 next week, although he won't be. I'm saying it's real early in the season. And I feel like this is what happened with Niner fans and Jimmy last year. As soon as he lost week 1, they were like, dude, we're tired of you. And I didn't realize it was bubbling under the surface like that, but it was. Niner fans were like, last straw with Jimmy, apparently. Mm-hmm. Now they're there with Kyle. It's like, man, we've had it. We've given you our patience. Now we need you to reward us for our patience now. And I don't know if he can. I don't know. This is a weird year. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of injured players. I made a long list, but we can get to that later. hell of a lot of injured players.
Well, he put himself in this situation with the trade to get the quarterback that he wanted, and then made it even worse by not playing that guy and going with exactly that he
Yeah.
wanted. Who knows if it was really Lance? But he gets a quarterback at least anyway. There's a new
Yeah.
quarterback in town, and everybody wants to get rid of Garoppolo anyway. But then he comes out and says, "No, I'm starting Garoppolo," and so already half your fan base is ticked off because they want to get rid of Garoppolo. The other half is like, you better win with them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but this better work. And now
Uh-huh.
Kyle's in this strange limbo. So I think it's very obvious why the shine is coming off Kyle Shanahan. I also don't think he's handled the whole year with that much grace. I
Yeah.
mean, he started off with, I'll never forget the press conference before the draft where he comes out and he's like, when I'm at Safeway, when I'm at my kids' soccer games, we got to just leave me alone. Like, that's such an all-time quote. That's just an all-time quote. I love that. So good. So good.
Yeah.
It's so real, dude. I'm sure people have been doing that to him. So real. He had to say,
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Like, the meat guy, the butcher is telling me not to draft Mac Jones. I'm like, oh, yeah, dude. Sorry, Kyle. You gotta be more like, charming. Charming.
Exactly.
Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People might like you more. I don't know. All right. So that's what's going on with Kyle.
I understand that. Sometimes I need to be a little more charming.